Now, I'm one of the people that believes in the Bible is literally true and scientifically accurate. Now, this is a very difficult sentence to explain to a lot of people because of things like a talking donkey, a talking snake, a guy ending the life cycle of a lot of people with the jawbone of a donkey. That's not something that you can recreate, right? Well, of course not. There are things that we can recreate. The Bible says a man and a woman sleeps together, a baby is born 9 months later. That's something that can be recreated. There are things that are literal and that are scientific. But then there are other stuff also mentioned that doesn't make sense naturally. But where the common sense doesn't make sense, you must go looking for another sense. There are things that happened in the natural that we cannot recreate. That means the supernatural or the divine or another realm is involved in that particular point in time. That is why only one snake is mentioned talking, though the Bible talks about many snakes. Only one donkey is mentioned as being able to speak, but it's not repeated anywhere else that any of the other donkeys that are mentioned are speaking, because that exact point in the Bible, or story, or abstract, or chapter, or verse, is showing that that particular animal could do something that other animals couldn't do because either a demon or an angel or God Himself is involved there. That is why we still believe that the Bible is true, because the Bible is explaining itself. It's explaining why that was a one off occurrence and won't happen again. Because either God directly is involved or there is some supernatural force involved in that particular occurrence. But I still stand by the statement that the Bible is literally true and scientifically accurate, because nothing in there is putting a huge question mark on science, actual science that can be tested, that can be restudied by many other scientists. Because there are claims made where God is intervening that we as humans can't recreate. But then there's also statements where it's just as ordinary human beings doing something. Somebody takes a seed, puts it in the ground, a tree grows or a plant grows from it. That's something that we can do. The Bible is not against all of logic. The Bible has its own internal logic that you can use by this book explaining that book, this verse explaining that verse, this chapter being explained a couple of chapters prior or many chapters later. It's not a illogical book, but it does take some belief in a few places. That much I can admit.